So I follow this account on Instagram, which I highly recommend to people because they're wonderful. It's called Jew Witches. And
which is not a sandwich made of Jews.
No, it's all spooky and we cast spells on people. So it's basically like Jewish mysticism. So they posted something about Christian Zionism the other day and they linked to this study. And it was a study done at the Queen's University Belfast that found that Christian Zionists outnumbered Jews like astronomically. So in the United States alone, just in this country, there are 30 million Christian Zionists estimated. The highest
30 million Christians who say that,
right. Like as in not Jews.
There should be a Jewish state of Israel and it should largely be able to do whatever the hell it wants.
Right. The highest global estimate of Jews is 16.1 million.
So there are more,
like double just in the United States. And I wanted to just share a couple of notes from this study, which Leah has up on the screen right now.
Wait, can I just say this louder though for 1 second?
Sure, go ahead.
Just in the United States, there are double the number of Christian Zionists than there are Jews in the world. And not all Jews are Zionists. So that means there's probably not triple, not quadruple, I don't know, like 10 times as many Christian Zionists just in the United States than there are Jewish Zionists, which makes Israel really a more of a Christian supported system than it is Jewish supported.
And the funny thing about Christian Zionists is that they're anti-Semites.
Yes.
Wait, it gets better. So the establishment of the State of Israel in 1948 was viewed by Christian Zionists as being the historical event of greatest importance in heralding the fulfillment of biblical prophecy. Christian Zionism holds that the return of Christ will be heralded by the rapture, in which true believers will be taken to meet Jesus. However, the rapture will be preceded by the return of Jews to the Holy Land and the conversion of Jews to Christian belief. And if they don't convert,
so that's why
they're going to burn.
So that's why they support Zionism. It's not because they just are really nice people and they think the Jews should have their own little place. It's not. That's not it. It's because they believe the Jews have to be there to either convert or go to hell and burn for eternity.
Which is funny because they want this to happen so they can meet that Jewish guy Jesus. Anyway, so
he was a pretty rockin' Jew.
He was. Jews are seen by Christian Zionists as the chosen people of earth and are therefore to be unwaveringly supported as God's army soldiering toward the apocalypse. But the Christians are the chosen people of heaven. So the Jews are the army that's marching towards the apocalypse. They're the cannon fodder. We're the cannon fodder.
We're the cannon fodder.
To ensure that the Christians can get to heaven and
unscathed.
Yeah. Christian Zionists have actively lobbied for both the return of Jews to modern-day Israel and for an end to the existence of territories administered by the Palestinian Authority. They oppose the peace process because they oppose a division of Jerusalem or of Israel. And now think about who runs our country.
Right.
Christians, right? Christian Zionist. Was it not Biden who said you don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist? I'm not, and I'm a Zionist. So is it
that's what Biden said.
Right. So is it any wonder that with these perspectives, they're blocking a peace process? So basically the Christian Zionists, and this is my final point, upholds that the Jews are the people who fail to recognize and accept the true Messiah and have thus deprived themselves of both eternal life and sound moral guidelines.
Sound moral guidelines.
So these Christian Zionists legit think that Jews are not only cannon fodder for the apocalypse, but have no sound moral guidelines. And yet they support the entity of apartheid Israel for totally selfish reasons to get them to meet Jesus. I'm not even fucking kidding.
So their support of Israel, all this, we support Israel unequivocally and stuff, all that stuff is based on anti-Semitism and based on religious nuttery.
Yeah.
Those are the two things that underline their endless support of Israel.